Hello, dear students. I hope all of you are doing good. Today we will be discussing group dynamics from Unit 12. So, the overview of the session is we will be discussing what are groups, the distinguishing factors between formal and informal groups, reasons why people join groups, the stages of development, and group task and maintenance functions. So, starting with the group, group is a more than two person who interact with each other in such a manner that the behavior or performance of one is influenced by the behavior of the others. There are two types of groups, formal groups and informal groups. So, formal groups are generally task oriented and informal groups are socially oriented. There are different reasons why people form groups or become part of the group, and basically those reasons are security reasons, social reasons, esteem needs, proximity from others, attraction, and they are ordered to, maybe in the organization they are pushed to become the member of the group. Then there are different stages of group development. So primarily there are 4 stages, and if the group has to be dissolved, then there is 5th stage of adjourning also. So the first stage is forming stage, and the behavior of the group members can be described as dependent on direction. The group actually is looking forward to become clear about which direction it needs to move. Members are generally polite with each other because they are in introduction phase and they share information about each other, and during this process itself the perception about first impressions is also framed. Conversations are generally about safe and acceptable topics. The members avoid any kind of disclosure, feedback, and interpreting non-verbal communication. Second stage of group formation is storming stage, and the behavior of group in this stage is characterized as counter dependent, where each group member strongly feels the need to take care of oneself during this stage. And in this stage itself, the bid for power begins, means who is going to take the control. Competitiveness is also there among the members. They want to prove better than the other. Rationalization, close-mindedness, conflict and hostility is also there. Cliques are formed. Unexpressed individual needs are also there. Creativity of each other is suppressed, and they try to reach resolution by vote, compromise, or arbitration. Norming stage is the third stage, and the behavior of the group can be characterized in this stage as independent and constructive, because the most of the power struggle and competitiveness is during the storming stage, and gradually it realizes that they have to achieve the group goal. So in norming stage, the things start settling and real listening starts taking place. Attempts to gain and maintain control lessens among the members. Progress toward objective begins. Creativity is coming out during the conversations. Roles of each member is identified, and the leader may become somewhat less identifiable or necessary to the group because everybody deals maturely in this stage. Then fourth stage is performing stage, and the behavior can be characterized as independent. High group morale and spirit is there. Intense group loyalty is established. Individual creativity is encouraged. Disagreements are okay because they at this point of time convert into functional conflict. No cliques are there. Groups adopt an identification symbol. And adjourning stage, which is the last stage, it is characterized by less task ability, regression to less productive behavior, separation, grieving behaviors, redefinition and termination of the membership from the group. Then there is a relationship of team maturity and performance. As we can see the graph in forming, storming, norming, performing stage, like immature, inefficient and ineffective members are there in the forming stage. Possible failure is one of the major characteristics of storming stage, then if storming stage is not dealt maturely and the conflicts are not resolved, then definitely norming stage may also become the stage of possible failure, and the same may continue during performance. But if the storming stage is handled or dealt with maturity, and by coming in the norming stage, the conflicts are resolved and the group objective becomes the supreme objective of every individual, then definitely the graph in the performance stage would lead to the top. Stages of team development and management challenges. So forming basically is considered as stage of orientation, where structures, rules, communication networks are established, relations and interdependencies among members has to be discussed and clarified. They may look for identifying leaders, roles, responsibilities. They develop plans for goal accomplishment. In storming stage, which is internal problem solving, so identification and resolving interpersonal conflict, further clarity of rules, goals and structural relationships is there, development of participation climate among group members if it is handled maturely. Then in norming stage, where growth and productivity is there, direct group activity towards goal accomplishment, develop data flow and feedback systems for task performance, promote more cohesion among group members. And in performing stage, leader role emphasis on facilitation, feedback and evaluation is there. Then show of strong motivation towards goal accomplishment is also there. So these are different challenges associated with all the stages of group development and objective accomplishment. If we summarize this session, then we have discussed in the session the work definition of group, identification of formal and informal groups, identification of reasons people join group, and the 4 stages of group development. The components and the factors affecting group and all the things will be discussed in the next video. Thank you.